I gave my son a bill for half his expenses. When Jake turned 18 last month, I thought we'd do the whole proud parent thing. I made his favorite dinner, lasagna with way too much cheese, like his arteries had no future. Got a cake, even managed to find one of those goofy number candles. But while he was blowing out the candles, all I could think about was how much money I've dropped on this kid over the years. Don't get me wrong, I love my son, but raising him solo after his mom dipped when he was 12 wasn't exactly a casual walk in the park. It was more like crawling across a minefield blindfolded, with receipts, every time he outgrew his shoes in 3 weeks, or joined yet another school club that needed gear, uniforms, mandatory donations, or God help me that one summer he needed SAT prep to get into Yale. Spoiler, he did not get into Yale. It all stacked up. But the real mental breakdown moment came on a Tuesday night. I'm sitting there eating ramen for the third night in a row. Like, I'm basically one noodle packet away from turning into a sodium block. And Jake casually says, I think I'm gonna take a gap year. Maybe travel around Europe with Maya, just to find myself. I almost found myself choking. My last $40 had gone toward his overpriced senior portraits, the deluxe package with outfit changes. I didn't even get a thank you, so I snapped, silently. Didn't say anything then, but I got to work. I spent that whole weekend digging through old bank records, emails, receipts, Amazon orders, and every sad-looking invoice I could find. Made a full spreadsheet. Diapers? Check. Formula? Check. Braces? Oh yeah. Emergency room visits? All there. Phone bills, shoes, electricity, internet, water, toothpaste, you name it. If he used it, wore it, broke it, or spilled it, I logged it. The grand total? Roughly $130,000. And that's being generous with rounding down. I printed it out, like 15 pages of fine print, and walked into his room where he was glued to his controller, blowing people up in some space war. I dropped it on his desk. He doesn't even look up. What's this? Your bill, I said. Half of what it cost me to raise you. That's $65,000. Let me know if you want to pay monthly or all at once. Click. Game paused. Dad, what the hell? You want to be an adult? Adults pay their own way. He stared at the papers like they were written in ancient Greek. You're actually charging me for being born? Technically, I'm charging you for growing up. Birth was free. After that, you got expensive. He starts flipping through the pages. I had listed everything, even the time he broke his arm falling off the monkey bars, and I spent 6 hours in the ER eating stale vending machine pretzels. This is crazy, he said. No parent does this. No kid announces he's backpacking through Europe while I'm eating discount noodles either. He got up and stormed out. Door slammed so loud the fridge rattled. For a week, we barely spoke. Silent dinners, no eye contact. He started doing his own laundry out of spite, I think. But then, I noticed something weird. He was changing. Lights were turned off when he left rooms. No more dirty dishes left in the sink like little passive-aggressive trophies. He even started washing his own towels. Then Saturday rolls around, and I find him in the kitchen, making breakfast. And not just for himself. He slides me a plate of scrambled eggs like we're in a buddy cop movie. I've been thinking, he said. Yeah, the Europe thing was dumb. I applied to community college yesterday. Tried not to let my jaw hit the floor. Took a bite of the eggs. Shocker. They were actually good. I've also got an interview at Target on Tuesday. Nice, I said, trying to sound like I wasn't doing backflips inside. Then he hit me with, I'm not paying you $65,000 though. That's insane. Fair. But I'll start paying rent. $200 a month. I'll cover my phone bill and gas money too. I nodded. That sounds fair. He looked me straight in the eye. Thanks for not actually kicking me out. That moment hit harder than any invoice ever could. 3 weeks later, he got the job. Comes home exhausted. Smells like stockrooms and detergent, but he's proud. Last weekend, he handed me $200 in cash before I even brought it up. I almost teared up, but I'm a dad, so obviously I just nodded and said something tough like, cool. Sometimes, tough love works. Sometimes you just need to drop a $65K invoice on your kid's desk while they're mid-game.